Hey, it's David. Let's go bleed the brakes on the bike. There are various times you need to bleed the brakes on your bike. It could be because you're doing a fluid change. It could be because you want to get air out of the system because the brakes are spongy to the touch. Or it could be because you've been working on the caliper, for example, putting new brake seals in so that the system is now partially empty. So let's get into it. Dot 4 is corrosive to your paint, so when you're topping up the master cylinder or moving the wheel about, as will happen as you are working on the bike, you can get splashes of dot 4 come out or drips, and it will damage the paintwork on your bike. So make sure that you've got enough rags and such tucked around the top here, to take care of any spillages and to make sure that they don't get on the paintwork and damage your paintwork. So the first thing we need to do is to take the top of the master cylinder off. Now remember, when you do that, these are JS screws, not Phillips, and if you use a JS one, they will come right out. It's worthwhile making sure that it's actually clean around the top before you take it off. Then take it and the rubber gasket off. This is an empty master cylinder. This you never ever want to happen, because this is where air gets into the system. First thing you do want to do is, if you have something like a syringe, normally there will be dirty fluid in here. Now you don't want to have to pump that all the way through the system, so just use a syringe or something else, paper or whatever, and just suck that out, so that you just leave a layer in the bottom. This wants to remain covered. This area here where these holes are, this wants to remain covered. You'll need to have a little bit of fluid in here, of the old fluid, but get rid of the rest of it. I'm using dot 4. Now I've just opened this, so make sure you always use a freshly opened bottle of fluid. And I've punched 2 holes in the top, so I haven't taken the whole lot off. And that's to make it easier to control when you pour in. So if you just have a massive great hole at the top, this exercise becomes quite tricky. But like this, you can just pour it in exactly how much you want. And then we've got some nice clean fluid in here. Now you want the reservoir ideally upright, which normally means turning your handlebars slightly to the left. Because I've got this on the lift, I can't do that. That means that this is as full as I can have it, and you can see it's only going to be partially full. Now that we've got fluid in the reservoir, we can start pumping it through. I personally, where I've got dual calipers, like to start with the caliper that's furthest away from the master cylinder. So the fluid comes down this hose here, down to this splitter here, and then loops back up and goes over to the other caliper. So I'm going to start with the other caliper first, and I'm going to bleed that, but I'm going to show you on this one because it's just easier for me to film. All we need is to take the rubber cap off the bleed nozzle, use an 8mm spanner and just crack that off so that it's loose. We then need a container and a piece of appropriately sized plastic tube. Now preferably clear. Life is much easier when it's a clear tube, because you can see things like air bubbles in the tube. So that all you need to do is put the tube over the end, run it down into the container. You can just open it and close it like this. It just needs a little bit of open and then close. Doesn't need to be massively open. It's just a little off and then back on again. To pump fluid through, you need to operate the brake lever, because that's what this brake lever does. It pumps fluid into the system. So you pump it a few times until you get firm brake pressure, and then you hold it. When you then crack off, the lever will then move in further. You hold it, you close the bleeder, and then you can let go. If when you pump it, it goes all the way back to the handlebar, then pump it 5 times and hold it back to the handlebar. Even though you're not getting pressure, you will have built up pressure inside the system, so that when you crack open the bleeder, it will actually bleed fluid through, and then you can close and let go. You need to make sure that the master cylinder stays full of liquid, because you will be pumping it through. So you squeeze the brake lever, open, close, let go of the brake brake lever. Don't let go of the brake lever when you've still got this in the open position, because it can then suck air back into the caliper. And you can quite easily do it yourself. So pump a few times on the brake lever, hold it in, crack, tighten, let go of the brake lever. You can see in there are air bubbles. So that was the air that was in the caliper that we're just releasing. So we carry on and we do this as long as it takes. And how long is as long as it takes? Well, basically it's until we stop seeing new air bubbles coming out of here. Now, if you've got a lot of old fluid in the system, you, as well as air bubbles, you might be looking for the old dirty liquid to flow through, so that the new fluid is nice and clear. And now I need some more fluid in the master cylinder. Now, as I'm no longer seeing air bubbles, and now I'm feeling the brake lever. Now what should happen is, in the first pull, the brake lever will go solid. If it doesn't, it indicates you've got air in the system. So I'll put the cover back on. So we'll try and get the handlebars as upright as possible. Now I've just put new brake pads in, so I can top it all the way to the top. If you were just bleeding the system through and the brakes are half worn, the brake fluid should be about halfway down towards the lower mark. And you'll note here the air bleeds that allow the air out when it comes up through the system. Make sure your screws are lubricated and just nip them down, screwing a fine steel thread into aluminium. If you tighten them too much, you'll strip the threads right out of the master cylinder, and then you'll need to buy a new one. And make sure you have a good clean up of any brake fluid that might have spilt whilst you're doing this, because it will be corrosive to your paintwork. Bleeding your brakes is a simple skill to learn, and once you've learned it, and you can use it on almost any vehicle. You just need to understand the principles involved. Now, of course, if you're not happy working on your brakes and you are nervous about the safety side of it, go to a dealer, get somebody else to do it for you. So thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys again soon.